Oh, I gotta move things around again. You know, when you look for things. Oh, that's okay. I gotta go. I'll be back. Here we are. So, back again. How's everybody doing? Can't believe I'm done 30 of these so far. But, you know what happens. I am kind of glad about the move I did. In doing so, oh yeah, let's see what we could do right here. Okay, nothing there. I'm not going to show the other side. The other side's a mess. I am currently trying to... I gotta find a place to get a haircut. Look at all that hair. Too much hair. So much I got when going bald. I need to get better lighting, obviously, because my, this lighting doesn't show my bald head very well. Actually, let's start this off real quick, and then we'll talk about the move and everything. We're going to start this off with a little bit of, what if the Deftones were yacht rock by the real Professor Nick Harrison.
What if Deftones was yacht rock? Yes, it's funky. Yes, it's still yacht rock. Argue with your mama.
I need to get a hat like
that. Hey, you big star, tell me when it's over. Shelter, 'cause I'm through when the 2 hits the 6 and it's summer. Shove it, shove it, shove it, shove it, shove it, shove it, shove it aside. Shove it, shove it, shove it aside. Shove it aside. I think God is moving his tongue. There's no crowd in the streets and no sun in my own summer.
Why is our mailbox filled with...
Because, it just sucks. I mean, I like it, I like when he does the songs. He needs to do more. He's done quite a few of them that were like full-length videos. I was like, that's really awesome. And those are really cool. So, let's get down to business. Alright, so... in the move, the one good thing about this move is that I get to go through boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes. Not including the 45 boxes of comic books, short boxes that I have downstairs. But, yeah, I get to find out that there are things that I really don't need anymore, things I, currently want to get rid of. And it's like, well, you can always donate it, but I'm like, well, I could probably just sell some of this stuff because that's the way I collected things. I collect things that are collectibles in a sense, like like this. Let's see here. I at one point in time I was with a friend. How do you spell that again? Excuse me. T-A-M. Okay. I always keep forget every time. I did some what's called oh, that's why it's so wrong. Yes, every time I'm so semi dyslexic. So I went for a while there. I was into what's called slot car racing, not the you hold the trigger down and everything and you go for it, but more like they were in rails, I would say. They call them mini four-wheel 4WD drive systems. And here's what they were. This is the minimize that. So this is the stuff that I was into for a while there. This is what they call mini four-wheel drive racing cars. You put them into slots and you let them go. I bought, I think, total of 6 of these cars and put them together, including the last one right here, which is called the Buck Bladder. And I've only found solid frame versions of this car. I haven't found any clear ones like this one is. Let's see here. Let's see. See if they have it here on their site. Nope, they do not sell this car anymore. It's not made anymore. So we could look at this right here. This was an actual racing cup in 2024, an actual event. Come on, let me get the. As you can see here, you got the slot track here that they put the cars in, and it takes off, and they measure the speed. And they really get into it. You can see the modeling site, all these people here that are modeling the car. Are these? No, these are the RC ones. So there's like giant slot car races. But they did do these versions of these cars. Like this is this version here, where it's rail based. They use the guide frames here, the guide wheels, and you build these little model cars. Let's see if they got any tracks. Yeah, they get gear ratios. You could set up the gear ratios situation, and I'll show you that in here in a second. But where is? I thought there was an actual a racetrack that a racing event that they showed it. Here we go. The mini four-wheel. Yeah. So here it is. Look at this track here. So look at see all these. Just a slot-based system that they let the car just go, and you essentially. I hate when double clicks like that. The base on the gears and design that you have. So here's a start position. As you notice, it starts up and then they release and then they just go. It's like using the slot car race items that they had over time. It is a fun sport. I actually got into it, like I said, for a while there. And so finding this car, this particular car design I have, I cannot find what I mean by solid. So here, this is the models that this company, Temia, that they, it's really really cool stuff. If you like models, I was big into this for, like I said, for a while. I bought 4 of these cars. So I'm gonna show you this one. Oh, there was an actual even Americanized version of this. That's how I got into it. My friend and we found. I found a Corvette one, and he found a Formula One race car one, and so this right here is the batter black, as they call it. No, but sorry, buck bladder, as they call it. And this is a clear frame model design. It has, instead of having the wheels here, it has what is tire guards, so that so it bumps up against the edge of the walls with this guards. Now this is a very impractical design for that kind of racing, because of the guards would slow it down instead of letting it speed up. The wheel, the one more before here, the wheels on this spot right here help it kind of skid along and doesn't slow it down. They are, what is it called, a gear-based situation. So you have a series of these little motors. They all use the same motor style, because if you had a super up version of the motor, it kind of kind of does a bad job on it. And then you could have gears, various gears, and that's what they were talking about, gear ratios in this one. I don't want to take it out because it makes it harder. So this is the case. Oops, there we go. So that's my mini case of various oils for the gears, and those are the separate gears that you combine it. Some gears have a higher torque rate, some don't, and that's what makes kind of the difference, and how it performs on the track. I got these are an actual oils that they sell for the gears and for the for your for the tires. And like I said, I was actually pretty good. This is my gear kit, the kit that I have with all the various gears I have in for this car. This one doesn't have any motors in it. I took the motors out because with the battery, if you had batteries stuck inside it, it would drain it really badly. But it's still a 4-wheel driven car. But as I said, I can't find this particular model. All I could find is the black frame one. So like if I do a search here for, say, Google, and I say buck bladder Tayama, and you find this solid black frame version one right here. Mine is the clear frame one, which is right here. This is the clear frame one, and I have it, so I personally would sell it, but what I want to sell it, I want to sell it as a set. I actually have a circular track with a cross track on it for this, and I was going to sell it all as a one big deal package. As you can see here, the black batter on eBay. So let's go to shopping here. So on eBay, people are selling it for $50. I've seen one for $165, but it's a different car entirely. That's a different car. So, and I have various things like that. Yeah, you can see here. This is what I'm telling you about the wheels for guidance that these things have. It's pretty nice. So yeah, I'm going through my systems and I'm finding a lot of these things, and it's like, oh, I guess I could possibly make money off it. I mean, someone has to want to buy it. That's the only thing you have to deal with when dealing stuff like that. And I personally feel it'd be better if someone buys it. Oh, here you go. Let's visit the site. Transition over here. So it looks like this. Yeah, so this is a buck batter. They could buy it as a frame instead of the actual whole car. Mine came with the whole car, the whole kit. This is just a frame kit that you can buy separately. So, and that's being sold for $100. So, Excuse me. I get thirsty really quickly. So I'm finding these little things, these little knickknacks. It's like the HeroScape apparently is making a comeback, and I have some HeroScape stuff, and I just don't need it anymore. I haven't played it in a long time, and I bought the Marvel Superhero HeroScape. I bought the Castle HeroScape, but the Castle here, I opened the Castle box, and the box is kind of missing a few things. I was like, huh. So I opened up the Marvel one and thinking that was still in brand new shape, and no, the Marvel box just has all the figures I ever had for the game. And I got a booklet for the Lava Zone. I'm like, well, I don't have the Lava Zone there. That means I have a box somewhere in another box of the Lava Zone with all the the map building parts. So that means I probably had the base game also somewhere with all the map building parts in a box, and so that's one reason I'm kind of glad about this place, because I have the storage unit that's very close by, and I just go through the storage unit and go through, pull a box up as I empty them out, and that's what my son and I are doing. We haven't really, set up the living room yet. Right now, it just has several boxes in there, and we're going through the boxes in a slow-paced manner. Taking out clothes, folding clothes, finding clothes that don't fit me anymore, and this is a kind of a good thing. I am a pack rat by nature. I'm two levels lower or short of being a hoarder, in that sense. And the thing is, like most things in procrastination and most things the thing, if you don't see it, you ignore it. And as a result of it, you tend to forget what you're doing. You tend to forget something's there. You also ignore other things like, dusting. You pull boxes away from the wall, pull boxes out, from various locations, and you realize, damn, when's the last time I looked back there? And you realize it was been 7 years since you looked back there. You run into those kind of incidences. My last place, as much as I liked it, I realized it was bad because the outside walls, when I didn't have a lot of heat in my room. I always had a kind of cool level. I never liked it too hot, and I never liked it too cold. But as a result of it, it built up, the walls themselves was very built up a lot of internal condensation, and it was really kind of moldy. It was off. It was really weird. No matter what what it was, I mean, it was very, very odd. And that's one thing I'm going to avoid here. It's been cold, and so I've been feeling the outside walls, the ones further, ones that actually connected to the outside. And pretty much I've got neighbors left and right of me, and the back side here and the front side there. The only thing I found out that I might talk to the complex about, because I filled out their forms for inspection of the place, and for the most part this place is good. I mean, it has its issues and has its problems, but what I found out is something slightly different, and that is I washed clothes for the first time in this place, and I was sitting up here and doing some work, and also I'm like, man, it feels really humid. What the hell's going on? And then I stepped out in the hallway, and I felt it even more in the hallway. And I looked out the window right there, and the window's all freaking condensation and fogged up. And I realized that either there's a broken pipe in the exhaust for the dryer, or or the exhaust coming out is blowing, because of the wind, is blowing directly onto the window. But I'm getting it inside, and the window is sealed. So there has to be a break somewhere in the wall that's billowing up on the inside. So I got to talk to the apartment complex about that. But unfortunately, they may not do anything because I already signed all the paperwork saying that this is a good place. That's the one thing you run into when you're buying or renting and something like that. There's little things that appear all of a sudden without knowledge. And what's going on? My transfer rate just went to shit. No, it was never like this. So I was thinking, is this like this? No, it's gone to crap. I am getting 1.5k transfer. And it says I've only been streaming for 20 minutes, but I've been streaming for longer. I thought. I'm getting 4.2 frames per second. Whoa. Alright, let's have a look. What is killing us? Alright, so let's kill you. Let's kill you. Oh, I think I know what it is. There was a spike there. Oh, a huge spike. There we go. Alright, so I don't know if Messenger was brilliant or not. There it is. Back. Matter of fact, my KPS jumped up, almost tripled. All right, so here's something new you guys are gonna learn. So there was let's go here. Let's go to Stream Manager. So there we go. What does it say? Alphabet rate 6K. So there is a I don't know if you saw the lag. I saw the lag here. Memory usage is at 98%. Um, I'm gonna kill you. Windows Shell host experience. How's it look over here? Are we back to stuttering again? Yes, we are. So 98% of my memory is being used. OBS Studio should be using the most. Edge is using the least. And there's a thing called Windows Shell Host Experience. I'm worrying if I kill that, it's going to kill everything else. So the messenger that they use, let's do this here. My CPU spiked up to 60. Windows problem reporting tool. I'm going to kill you. We're going to have fun. We're going to kill this thing called Windows Shell Host Experience. Let's see who's using that. I think that's what's killing my system here. Or actually, let's close this window out. I've just learned a lot of things doing this with dealing with the Edge and Chrome and everything else. Is that there's things that it spikes out, things that kills things. Every time you open a window that uses an advertisement on, and Chrome's guilty of this too, and so is Opera. Is every time a video is played on the advertisement, every time you go to a news site and the news site has all these pop-up ads, all these things going, it pretty much kills your play, because what it does, it opens a experience window. Oh, there we go. Got you. I got you. It opens up an Edge, you know, .exe for every freaking advertisement, every second video, everything else, and that is what kind of kills your performance over time. So you got to close a lot of things that has a lot of advertisements. I said close you. I don't want your videos to load anymore because you buffered everything. Well, my DVD shelves. They lost a bunch of pins when they moved it. The movers did. Close you. You know, if I was smart, I'd just kill everything all at once. So Messenger, the new Messenger app that's created for Windows, uses the Explorer on the back for its backend, and as a result of it, it kind of kills everything. Let's see, what did this do to my system? Well, it dropped the CPU usage and dropped the memory usage by 10%. But didn't improve anything here. Well, I had some other things planned. I guess it's not going to happen. Alright, welcome to the stutter zone. We're going to kill a thing called the Windows Shell Experience. I don't know what's using it. I don't know what's doing it. But it's pissing me off. Still 80% usage of memory. Well, that spiked it again. You're gonna learn. You're watching me troubleshoot things in real time, and I know it's a very boring thing to watch. Oh my god! So I reset my Explorer.exe because that's your base host, and I did that, and all of a sudden memory went down to 28%, CPU went down to 2. Whatever was holding it is no longer there. My edge went from 48 down to 16. My transfer rate is super high again. So let's try this. Let's do... No, we already watched that. Any new videos from Good Bad Flicks? No, not new ones. Alright. This is going to be a short stream today. I wanted to do at least 45 minutes to an hour, but I can't guarantee it's going to be steady again. I'm going to have to do a prep work where I got to reset my computer before I do anything. It's annoying, but that's the way it is. I even have set up my, as you notice, I set up my transfer to the new video a little different. So let's here we go. I'm gonna get in trouble for this one. I'm gonna get copyright for this one, but we're not gonna do it. We don't care right now. At least I do care, but I'm not really. I was gonna talk about Dragon Age again. Oh yeah, one of the little things I found. I bought this apparently back in 2020. I was gonna actually do send out Christmas cards to people and everything, and I couldn't find a Christmas card that would that screamed me. And then I found this on the not EA but BioWare's web store, and I probably should have bought. And these were on sale, and I probably should have bought more of these. I only bought one set. I think there's 10 in here, so I'm going to send out 10 Christmas cards this year, which I never done before. And I got, there you go. It's Commander Shepard and Tally Zora. Yeah. He got a rifle. She got a new Huggy toy. A new plushie. I'll give that to. I'll send it to a few more friends. At least the ones I have addresses for. If I can update as I get updated addresses. All right. Actually, it's quite stable now. Although for how long, I don't know. Let me do a quick discussion here. So there's a bunch of videos that I watched recently. Now I'm going to talk about Dragon Age. Here we go. And one of them is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Because what they did, the individual did, and I posted it to my X account. If you're following me on X, I'll post my X links and everything into the video description later on. If you go to my X account, you'll notice that there's a video of a guy who, yeah, we're gonna, sorry, I'm distracting you. So this individual, Twitch was causing issues. Weird. Why would Twitch be causing issues? There's so let's see here. Go this way. Oh, we're gonna read that. We're gonna watch that one. So its video is labeled OG BioWare Writing versus 2024 Writing compilation. And what they did, they took a series of the videos, showing examples of the different writing styles between all of the previous Mass Effect and Dragon Age games versus the new one. And it's day and night in comparison to the writing style of how it is. It is absolutely just day and night. The grittiness of one versus the other, and it's truly amazing in that sense. That the people who wrote Dragon Age Veilguard said that they're fans of Dragon Age, and this is a direct comparison to the greatness that is Dragon Age Inquisition, and then you play it and you realize it has no comparison whatsoever. As another video, and I stated before in a different video, the game takes away all sense of choice and says you're going to take what we picked this time. This is how we played our previous games, and you're going to have to suffer through that. You're going to have to take our games, our playthrough, and accept it, and it's awful. And of course, if I have this dismissive attitude, then I'm obviously a bad person. And it's like, no, I like good writing. I like the choice that I had. I like the choices that I made, whether it be good or bad. You don't know what my choices are, but you're now saying that my choices were worse than everybody else's, or worse than yours. In actuality, I was very understanding in my playthrough. I'm one of those people who I always play a female character first in my first playthrough, and then I play the male character, and then I do everything else, all the other choices that were acceptable and plausible that you can make. I do that. I make that playthrough, and that's how I play my Mass Effect games. That's how I played my Dragon Age games. That's how I pretty much play any RPG game that I play. And it's just kind of how I kind of like it. It's just my experiences and seeing how the game is written around different characters, different ideals, different choices, and such. And that's what made Mass Effect and Dragon Age such a great series. And then you play Veilguard, and pretty much they crap all over it. All right, which doesn't bode well for Dragon Age or Mass Effect 4. I don't think it's going to be as good as expected, and I hate to say that I may not actually buy it, and I feel bad for saying that because I really love Mass Effect. Hence the cards, hence my letter opener I have sitting right here. I have several Talizora statues. I have Talizora, Liara, Tassoni's body pillows. I actually have some. I did some commission artwork for Talizora from a couple individuals. So I just hate to see something go to waste, and that's pretty much what's happening. All right, let's end this on a happy note. We're gonna end this with another. Do I want to do Yacht Rock? I don't want to do Miracle Sound. That is a good question. One of those. Here we go. I need some Rob Zombie. That is not Rob Zombie. That is a Hulu ad. Here we go. No, you don't get opened. Oh.
What if Rob Zombie was Yacht Rock? Y'all have